Okay, first we'll need 2 cups of oats. I'm using the quick ones. Then pour 1 cup of hot milk over them. Nice and slow. It helps the oats soak it up better. Give everything a quick stir to combine. I often get comments saying my cakes are too sweet, too sugary, not exactly healthy. So I started wondering, can you actually make a cake that's both delicious and good for you? Well, I think I pulled it off. Let's find out. Let it rest for 5 to 10 minutes, and in the meantime, grate 4 small carrots. Not the most exciting part, but it's called carrot cake for a reason. Use a fine grater if you want a smoother texture. Now throw those grated carrots into the oats. And mix everything together until it's evenly and fully combined. I suggest going with a wooden spatula when mixing. It just makes working through the thick stuff way easier. Or a wooden spoon if that's what you've got. Mix well after each ingredient. It helps get an even texture since the batter's thick. Next up, 1 cup of dates. Soak them in hot water for about 5 to 10 minutes. And in the meantime, toss 1 cup of nuts into a blender and pulse them a few times. A few quick pulses will give you the perfect consistency. I'm using almonds, but walnuts, pecans, whatever you've got work just as well. Just like this. That's the consistency we want. Add the nuts to the carrot mixture, along with a pinch of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, and 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. And give it a good mix. Take your time and stir everything really well so the nuts, spices, and carrots come together perfectly, making sure all the flavors are evenly blended. Back to the dates now, folks. Drain the water after soaking. And now you'll want to remove the pits. Unless you're lucky enough to have pitted dates, unlike me, apparently. Make sure none of those cheeky little things sneak into the blender. I nearly tossed one in without even noticing. Believe me, your teeth in your blender will thank you later. Just give the dates a few quick pulses, and you're good to go. Toss those chopped dates right into the carrot and oats mix, and add the zest of 2 oranges to bring some sunny, fresh notes to the batter. Only zest the yellow part. The white stuff is bitter and will mess up the flavor. Now cut those oranges and give them a good squeeze. I'm using this fancy thing, but honestly, your hands work just fine too. Then add the orange juice to the mixture and give it a good stir to combine everything evenly. You want to add the orange juice in batches, and that way it soaks in more smoothly. If you're into tangy things, just stir a tablespoon of lemon juice into the orange juice. Keep stirring thoroughly until everything's blended and looks just like this. Perfect. Transfer the batter onto a baking tray, lined with parchment paper or greased beforehand. Spread the batter evenly across the tray with your wooden spatula or spoon. Switch to an offset spatula if you've got one. If not, no worries. Just make sure it's the same thickness all around with neat edges. Bake for about 20 minutes until the cake is set and lightly golden. Meanwhile, let's make the frosting. Pour half a cup of heavy cream into a separate bowl. Whip it on medium speed. Keep your bowl and whisk cold so everything comes together quicker and fluffier. Whip the cream until you see soft peaks form. They're what hold the frosting together and keep it light and airy. Pop the cream in the fridge to chill until you need it. Next, we need ricotta for the frosting. If you want it extra smooth, run it through a fine mesh strainer. But honestly, it's just as good without this step, folks. Then grab some mascarpone and toss it in with the ricotta. Then sweeten things up with honey. If you're not into honey, feel free to use any sweetener you like. Powdered sugar, stevia, whatever works for you. Just add a little at a time and taste as you go. Grate the zest of 1 lemon right into the mix. And add a few splashes of vanilla extract. Beat on medium speed until it's smooth and creamy. By the way, mascarpone helps stabilize the frosting. You can go with just ricotta, but it won't be as firm. At this point, I realized the mixture needed a bit more sweetness, so I added some extra honey and just kept beating until everything was well combined and smooth. Now, using a silicone spatula, add the whipped cream to the ricotta mascarpone mixture, gently folding it in until the texture is light, smooth, and perfectly combined. Not gonna lie, I love this part. Could be doing this all day. Now I'm just scooping the frosting into a piping bag for smoother layers later, but a spoon works too. If your frosting's a bit runny, just chill it in the fridge for 30 to 60 minutes. If it looks good, go ahead and frost the cake. Take the cake out of the oven and let it cool completely before doing anything else. Now let's cut it. Slice it in half lengthwise, using a regular knife. Next, cut each half again to end up with 4 squares. Just look at this piece. You can almost taste it just by looking. Soft, hearty, and full of real ingredients. All right, let's put the cake together. I'm using a turntable, but any flat surface will work just fine. Now squeeze the frosting onto the cake, just like this. By the way, have you made anything from the channel? Leave your comments below and share your experience, guys. Now add the second layer on top. Pipe some frosting on this layer too, nice and neat. Then put the third layer. Here goes some more of that frosting. And here goes the final layer. And some more of the frosting goes on top. I mean, just look at this. The frosting's so smooth and creamy, it's like spreading a cloud right over the cake. Now grab a spatula and gently spread the frosting on top. Smoothing it out as you go. Then carefully spread the frosting around the sides, making sure the entire cake is evenly coated. Once the cake is assembled, pop it in the fridge for at least half an hour. And here it goes, soaked through and looking good. Let's cut into it now, shall we? Hey, if you've enjoyed this video so far, smash that like button and subscribe. I've got plenty more delicious stuff coming your way. The way that knife slides in so smoothly, you just know it's gonna be good. All right, time for the best part. Let's see if it's as good as it looks. Oh yeah, that's insanely good, guys. That perfect mix of dates and nuts topped with frosting. You gotta make it yourself, folks. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe, and until next time.